So when I think about this, right, you have the quality of the product and the way you're thinking about the product and the story and the way it makes people feel. Is the driver, the exponential driver there, the fact that you have distribution in 30,000 stores?
Yeah,
Simply
and
being there.
the driver is we're in 30,000 stores, and yet we haven't even begun. So while we're really our ACV is around 45 or so in conventional grocery.
What's ACV? I'm so sorry.
So that's okay. ACV is really the percentage of total available stores you can sell in.
Ah,
Okay, so we're not even halfway there. Now, the good news is we've conquered and we're available in all the majors. So that's been fantastic. But what it leads is a lot of opportunities. So when you think about it, it's convenience stores. I mean, that's a tremendous place to be there. It's it's drug. So the CVSs and the like. It's international. For example, we're only in the U.S. with a little bit in Canada, but mostly domestic. It leaves a whole arena for food service for us. So it could be colleges and universities. It could be business and institution campuses like the Google campus, Twitter, things along those lines. And it also leads to restaurants, for example. Quick serve restaurants have yet to jump on this, but we know there's a great opportunity. So in our mind, while we've done a great amount of work in 3 years, we're just beginning.
so I noticed. So I did a little bit of research on your website. I noticed
Yeah,
you get a lot of great press from like Refinery 29.
yeah,
You have something going on with Uniqlo, Taste of
yep,
Home, Thrillist.
yeah, yeah,
There's a lot going on around National Ice Cream Day.
yep,
What I noticed is that you're not doing, at least on the two places that I looked. I looked at Moat for banner advertising, and I looked at
yep,
Facebook Ad Library. I see no advertising running.
yep.
Why do you not? Tell me about that
So
decision.
we do a little bit of paid media, and it is in the digital domain. It is generally spotty throughout the year, really during sort of seasonal moments for us. And so you do see it, and we have an always on. We always have an always on mentality. Where the brand really resonates and how we really go to market up until COVID has really been through the experiential world. So you'll see a lot of partnerships through things like the Museum of Ice Cream, Color Factory. You brought up Uniqlo, which was great because there's a true convergence between food and fashion. And that was a great way to sort of extend the brand at a really interesting way of going at it. Um, PR is always an important part of our business. And a lot of that happens through people finding about the brand and falling in love with it, and a lot of the other work happens through is in social, and a lot of influencers tend to fall in love with the brand. We do very little paid in that arena as well, and so that's how this brand has come to life.
Yeah, I mean, with such.
And the other piece, by the way, I should really mention, and probably the most important piece, is if you go into major retailers, you see the Mochi bar, which is that bar in the bakery section where the balls are loose and you can pick and choose your one, your two, your three. That's really become, we're in about 3,000 stores with that. And that's really become a paid, profitable sampling mechanism for our business. So the retailer wins and we win because it's a low barrier to entry to trial. Now, when COVID hit, obviously that business as loose went away. But funnily enough, a year ago, we identified that business as a loose business would have a finite shelf life, if you will. And so a year ago, we started working on a single serve package. And so we just launched our single serve packaging a month ago. So now these loose balls are in a single serve FDA compliant label that you can now pick up 1, 2, 3 at a time, fully packaged, ready to go, and fresh.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the LA Business Podcast. If you like what we're doing on this podcast, please consider subscribing on Apple or Google Play, leaving a 5-star review, and sharing with your friends. If you have any questions, comments, or recommendations for a guest you'd like to hear on this podcast, please email me, robert@brillmedia.co. Thank you. Have a fantastic day.